Hello, I'm Amy Blaylock. Welcome to City Hall this week. The Durham Police Department and its partners are implementing Department of Justice recommendations to reduce violent crime within the city. One of the first ways they are doing that is through a trip to Boston that took place on November 18th and 19th. The goal of the trip was to find out how that city's police department, community, and faith leaders are working together to address similar problems there.
And hopefully during this trip, our unit here all together can come up and identify things that we can use here in the city of Durham in order to address the issues that we have with violence in our city.
The delegation that traveled to Boston represented law enforcement, the judicial system, and community leaders. The trip was the result of Mayor Bill Bell asking the DOJ to assess violent crime, gun violence, and community police relations in Durham. As part of that assessment, the DOJ developed a roadmap of sorts that identified several ways the city can address those issues.
A part of that roadmap is to have certain visits to certain police communities that they felt were doing some things that were very helpful. The first of which is Boston.
Durham Police Assistant Chief Rick Pendergrass was among those who made the trip. He says there's room for improvement in any organization and that learning from others will help his department reduce crime here.
The group here will be going to Boston, looking at how Boston Police Department operates in areas of community engagement, homicide investigations, forensics, community policing, and youth initiatives. This department's a strong organization, but we can only get stronger if we take action and look at ways to improve. And I want this community, I think it's important to know for this community that we take violent crime very serious and gun violence very serious. And we're focused on engaging the members of our community, and we're going to continue to do what's important to make Durham a safe place.
A delegation will also visit Kansas City, Missouri later this month. Expenses for both trips are being paid by the DOJ. The city's first quarter financial report is now available, showing that all departments are projected to end the year within budget. That's driven by the fact that departments are expected to spend $870,000 less than budgeted, a savings made possible primarily through reduced personnel cost. Property tax collections are currently down by 4.1% from the same period last year. They're expected to come in just slightly below the projected 99% collection rate for the year overall. A better picture of the property tax revenues will be available after the payment deadline in early January. For more information on Durham's financial status at this point in the year, the report can be found on the city's website. Meantime, the city has received yet another award for the way it reports the budget. The latest accolade marks the 27th consecutive year that Durham has been recognized for its budget reporting by the Government Finance Officers Association. The association presented the Distinguished Budget Presentation Award to the city for its 2015-2016 fiscal year annual budget. The award recognizes how the city uses the budget to communicate to residents the strategic plan priorities and how their tax dollars are spent. 2 economic development incentive agreements have been given the green light because they're expected to bring more jobs to Durham. The City Council approved both agreements at its November 16th meeting. The first one involves an expansion project by Frontier Communications of the Carolinas. Frontier is looking for a site for a new call center. The project is expected to result in 150 new jobs by 2018 and a total of 200 jobs by 2019. Salaries are expected to be in the $35,000 to $70,000 range, including benefits. If Durham is chosen as the site of the new call center, the city is offering up to $430 per job for 150 jobs. In return, Frontier would be required to use the NC Works Career Center for personnel recruitment and provide opportunities for Durham firms to enter into contracts. The second project involves an expansion by Willow Tree Incorporated. The mobile application development company needs to grow its office size to support several large clients it has recently signed. The project is expected to create 98 jobs by the end of 2018 with an average salary of $84,000 with benefits. If the company chooses Durham for its expansion, the city will pay up to $750 for each of the 98 jobs. Willow Tree already has an office in Durham and developed the app for the Durham Performing Arts Center. Durham's Emergency Communications Center is being recognized as one of the best in the country. 911 dispatcher Ed Yu recently recognized the center as one of the top 10 911 call centers in the United States for 2015. Durham was selected because of its leadership with text to 911 technology, the efficiency with which the center's staff answers emergency calls, and because of its numerous national and international certifications and accreditations. The city has also been named as one of the best workplaces for commuters. Best Workplaces for Commuters is a national program sponsored by the National Center for Transit Research. It recognizes employers for offering outstanding commuter benefits to its employees. For more information, visit bestworkplaces.org. That does it for City Hall this week. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. You can also find us on demand on Durham Television Network's webpage and on YouTube. I'm Amy Blaylock. Thank you for joining us. This has been a production of Durham Television Network.